change the chip on the battery.
I changed the battery. You're on. Good.
Yeah. Exodus chapter 12, verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if that house,
according to the father though, that it goes back to your father's line.
Because if your father was of Judah and your mother was of Ephraim, you're not going to go back to the house of Ephraim.
No.
You're going to go back to the house of Judah.
That's how it is. It goes back to your bloodline. Go ahead,
And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take up the blood, and strike it on the two-sided posts, and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it.
See, they had something to do to escape that terrible dark night.
Hey, that's the spirit, because what's been going on lately is, and IUIC, just when it's getting warmer, pop right back up. They're about to celebrate their Passover, and they're talking about Hezekiah's Passover was greater than Yahushai's Passover, meaning that the Passover Hezekiah had, which was a great time, it was grand. It was a time of peace.
Yeah, that's that house of mirth.
Versus Yahushai's murder, where it was a solemn assembly, the Last Supper. They're saying Hezekiah's Passover was greater. What we're getting into is the Passover of when they're in Egypt. That's when they took the blood and spread it over the door. That's a solemn time, because he's saying, if you don't do this, your firstborn son's gonna die. There's nothing to celebrate. Like,
and it wasn't just the men; it was all the animal too.
And then you're gonna laugh like, my firstborn. I wish so. No, if you were faithful, you would take that serious. Yep. You would say, what do I need to do to prevent that? Just like now, we're saying,
we're putting that blood on the post.
Because destruction is coming to America, to the world. And we're like, what can we do? Yeah. What can we do to escape that? And it's written. You gotta put the blood on your door. When you gotta show that you are for Yahushua.
And the door represents like a knowledge to open. You know, like a demon having knowledge.
And that blood is the sacrifice, the blood of the sacrifice. You're saying that I believe that this lamb, I sacrifice this lamb through the Spirit to cover my sins.
He's that door, bro. He's the blood, he's the door, he's all that. He deliverer, he is the deliverer. Yahushai. And that's why Jesus ain't shit. The name Jesus.
It doesn't even mean anything.
It don't mean nothing.
Doesn't it mean earthly pig?
No, yeah, that's Jesus. And that means praise Zeus. Like, Jesus, like, honestly doesn't even have a meaning.
No, it's just an uttered noise.
It'd be like me saying, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can literally give a God, blah, blah, blah. That's the same as people saying Jesus. Blah, blah, blah. It even sounds better than Jesus.
Gibberish.
It's just gibberish. Verse 8 in Exodus 12, and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing here. We're eating it with the bitter herb.
Taking
the roasted lamb and the bitter herb.
And
that's what this is here. That's what we're doing here. We're eating it. We're consuming the scripture. It's good and bitter.
Because it's unleavened bread, because it's comparable to the knowledge that daily bread. If you have leaven in your bread, it's gonna puff you up. That's what it says, knowledge puffeth up. That's leavened bread. You wanna have that meekness to take all your knowledge and humbleness to where it's just flour and water. You don't got time to fluff it up. It's just flour and water and you baked it.
We gotta go.
let's go. Like, I gotta eat this truth. I don't got time for all that extra you want to put on it.
Yeah.
Verse 9, eat not of it raw, so make sure it's the whole truth.
Thoroughly cooked. Because remember, we don't touch the blood.
Nor sodden at all with water. So it's not watered down. Like you said, it's poured without mixture. Some people can't handle straight alcohol. They gotta have a chaser. The Lord said, no chaser. None of that.
You're gonna know of your guilt.
Come on.
You're gonna taste this bitterness. Even the elect, we're gonna be terrified in this time, but we're gonna be comforted by the remembrance of Yahushai's deliverer. He's gonna deliver us.
Come on. That's right. It says, eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the pertinence thereof.
The whole lamb. You know, that you're gonna eat everything. Yeah.
And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire.
Right. And it's talking also about it's mainly talking about the sacrifice during Passover when they sacrifice the lamb. It represents Yahushai. When they put the blood over the door.
Before
right.
It's coming.
But just like it was then, it is now. And the lamb is Yahushai once again. But the blood, we get through the scripture and we're putting it over our houses. What is over our houses? This is our house. This flesh body is a house for a spirit. It's a vehicle. And that's why Christians, they don't understand what they say when they say washed in the blood.
Or anything. They just know what they're saying.
Yeah, it's a spiritual thing. And they ain't got that spirit to discern or understand. Go ahead.
And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand.
Right, and that's what time is coming. You ain't gonna have time to get comfortable. You're gonna be on the run.
It's time to go.
Right. Because if not, the so-called white man, he's going to show his true colors and they're going to hunt us. They're going to hunt not just the elect, they're going to hunt everyone.
Even their own people.
That's why they're bringing in the UN troops. Martial law. That's what they're going to do. Yeah, and that's what Pharaoh did. Anyone. If you had a revolt of people, you would bring in the...
You toss your babies to the alligators.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is not like this is something new. The New World Order, it's just being redone. It's being revamped. And Esau's finally got his chance to finally take his reins.
He's done it so many times, even the Cowboys versus Indians. He did the same thing.
But now I got nukes.
That's why you're able to know what's going to happen, because you know his spirit. What's he going to do? He's going to be the devil.
He's going to say, oh, I want peace. And then right as you fall for it,
he's going to kill you. And he's going to say, I killed you because you're a threat.
He's like, that's my peace.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you who he wanted peace for.
Right.
That's the deception.
Yeah.
And ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yahweh's Passover.
Yeah. And you have to heat this in haste because you want to grow. But you don't want to grow too fast to where you can't keep it down. You vomit it all up.
And then you can't run.
Right. You need to eat it down fast enough though where you know what time it is. Just because you know you're an Israelite, or just because you know Yahweh Hashem Yahushai as the name, it don't mean that you're equipped to go on a fleet. You gotta. That's why there's taking bread. You know, you prepare yourself, and that's what we're going into. We're leaving Babylon. We're leaving Babylon. We're on our way out. But if you ain't in this, filled up with this oil, you ain't got enough bread to keep you as you go through this wilderness. You're gonna perish. You're gonna lose your faith, curse the Most High, and perish. And the Lord is a master of pain. He's going to give you extreme pain.
He's not called the Lord of Hosts for no reason.
Good. We're going to get into that.
Verse 12, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
That's a terrible thing for people. That's why we're saying. It's not something that's gonna come like when he comes, like Santa Claus coming in on the clouds.
Here's a gift for you and you.
He's gonna land, get out, all be so fat he can't fight nobody. No, he's coming out hard, man. He's going to bring terror to these people. The earth is going to shake because of his presence.
Yeah, he's coming like a, not like a, he's coming as a warrior. Verse 13, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
Right, so when he sees the mark of the Most High, he talks about it in the New Testament. This is the mark on his elect. He's going to pass over us. You get that chip, the RFID chip, you got the mark of the beast. You're going to catch his anger, the wrath.
And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you.
Right, so if you're an elect, you got that blood on you, the plagues of Egypt are going to pass over you. When America's being destroyed, you're going to escape it. Just like on the book of Eli. He was delivered many times. But he was still in a humble state. He wasn't in the kingdom coming through, but he still had enough, you know. The Lord provided him with his needs fulfilled. But
because he never really asked for anything.
Nah. He just wanted to keep that truth.
Just wanted the truth.
Yeah, keep it safe. That's a good example of that movie what we're talking about right here.
That's funny that they did that in front of us. Because they convicted themselves. Like, oh boy, this entire time. And he's looking at us too. Looking at all of it. It's like, why would they come over here, specifically this spot, to do their little hoodlum shit? Because they need to convict their soul.
Oh, that's that one that always comes up.
Yeah. No, I think that's I'm pretty sure it's the do-rag. That's a fucking female trying to be a dude.
Possibly.
Ooh, it's a pity the
wrong way. That's the spirit right there. All these motherfuckers are going the wrong way. They don't know what place. They're lost, even in their kingdom.
And he got lucky because they're just going traffic, like really just before he turned.
Right. That's spiritual right there. They're going the wrong way. We're standing here and they're going the wrong way.
But don't receive that message, but let it come from the Most High.
And his windows was up and he yelled it. They got it.
But yeah, you got people that come right in front. The ones that even yelled at him to turn around, coming right in front and not even receive the message. And that's how you know the Most High is fearful.
He
like
chooses. Yeah.
He just like Pharaoh, he hardened their hearts, made them to
he
they
could
had
pick,
ears,
just like
ears.
we're reading. He could pick to kill your firstborn and not touch your secondborn.
Or touch you.
Yeah. He could kill as he chooses. He's precise in what he does.
Like you said, when he caused
the hail and fire.
He only took up the mature plants. Who has the power to say, first off, which is mature or not, and then destroy only that, so which the new ones
with fire and hail?
Because fire destroys everything, and so does hell. Frost will destroy a crop.
Right. But he preserved the premature plants.
Just like an Edom, man. Oh, I'll start the top. This is Exodus 12 and 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
Right, and the houses we're in now are these bodies.
And once again, the blood is Yahweh Shai. It's that word.
Where you are.
Believing in it.
I mean, you could be in Africa. If you're an Israelite and you're an elect, he's going to see that mark and deliver you. The chariots are going to come, poof, protect you, suck you up.
Like I said, Simba, mark the red across his head.
Yeah.
He was the son of the king. He made him a prince, and a lion represents power. The pride of the jungle. It's literally the most powerful animal next to the elephant and the hippo. So putting that blood on his head, raising him up, that's the elect.
Represented Israel, yeah.
That's the elect.
And this is that blood. Is this truth?
But he didn't know that at the time. He's just like a cub just sitting there.
That's why the Christians are off too. They think they eat that little piece of flat bread. And they think they're eating the flesh. It's not even. It's a symbolism.
It's like, and that's blasphemy.
It's like a figurative of speech, and they can't get it.
Eating the literal flesh.
They think because they're eating a wax card cracker.
This is the actual flesh represented through this wafer here. This is the actual blood represented. I take it in. So you're.
And they do it every weekend. It's like every weekend. It was done on the Passover, you know?
And if that's the case, that would make you a cannibal. if you're actually trying to eat flesh.
That's why the separation of the Protestant and the Lutheran Protestant, they separated from the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church actually was pushing that it was cannibalism. That it became human flesh as you ate it. And that's why they had the fallout of the Protestant and Lutheran.
Come on.
Go ahead, huh? Showing that their doctrine's false, and that Lutheran and all that other shit is false too. Because it's just a fall off, it's a knockoff of the Catholic.
Come on. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt.
One more time, huh?
I'll read it from the top. This is Exodus 12 and 13. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt.
Right, to protect us. That mark, which is the truth of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kadash. That truth is with that mark, and it's going to deliver. That mark is like a ticket. You're gonna be passed over. Death is gonna not harm you.
Kind of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You got the golden ticket.
Even if you die, death ain't gonna harm you. Because when Yahushua comes, you're gonna rise first.
And then really, death is just returning to the Father.
Yeah, it's escape really.
It's just the second death though. that nuclear fire. That's the one you don't want to be a part of.
You're gonna be put to death.
That's where the spirit gets cooked. That's where Yahweh said, okay, you've been coming back to the spirit world
to the marrow, bro.
too many times. I gotta check you now. You know how much that's gonna hurt people's soul? Like pure energy is gonna be burning. Because your soul is pure energy. Your spirit, it's a spirit. Your soul, they give it many names. You.
And that's what we were reading. Is as you go through this Jacob's trouble, not only Israel is going to be terrified, but all these heathens. And it's going to be so terrible that your brain is going to hurt just because you're so terrified. You're shaking and terrified. Oh man, it's going to be horrible.
Like you said, shaking so much your bones break.
Yeah, you're hurting.
And then that's not even the real pain.
And then you die in front of, you know what I mean? All kinds of crazy.
I mean, your soul is burning out.
Right.
Woo. That's why, like, if you don't get it now, what's to come? That's why it says, like, your face shall betray you, or your fears shall betray you.